Hello, and welcome to the Mostly Harmless Pokemon Online server's YouTube channel. I am the Librarian. You can see me. I am on the left here. This is a little cup battle between me and SilverRain. We are two members here on the Mostly Harmless server. Um, Now, this is a little cup battle. As you can see, these are both baby Pokemon who are level 5. Little Cup is kind of my specialty tier. It's one that I've really loved ever since I tried it. And something you should know about Mostly Harmless, we have our own Little Cup league. Actually, it's a very unique thing, and something that if you're interested in Little Cup, you should definitely check out because it's a lot of fun and really interesting. So, let's begin. I led with Appa. He led with Diglett. Appa is my Bronzor. It just is amazing. So I lead here. Well, he goes first because, of course, he's faster. Um, so he leads by setting up Stealth Rocks, and I Toxic him. Um, so after that, he leaves, and I Earthquake because I was trying to hit him. Wow, this is going a little fast. Okay. So yeah, as you can see here, I used Toxic, then Earthquake as he switched, which hit his Timber, but his Timber was Flame Orbed, so his Guts activated. Then he used Paybacks. I switched to Ghastly, because I was figuring he would try and Mach Punch Bronzor, because most people Mach Punch it, or, Drain Punch it, instead of Paybacking. But he used Payback, which killed my Ghastly, so it means I have no Ghastly to speak of from here on out. So, then we continued, and I sent out my Azula. It says Azura, I know, but that's wrong. It's supposed to be Azula because this is an Avatar: The Last Airbender theme, and she is a blue firebender. Or something. Ponyta. Whatever. You know what I mean. Anyway, so, he Mach Punched, because I knew he probably would, so I Flare Blitzed, which took us both down, but at least I took out the Guts Timber, which is a pretty decent threat. So then he used Abra, which I'm assuming has hidden power Fire because it was super effective against my Steel type. I Earthquaked, which didn't do much damage, but then I bring out my Eevee, which is just the most amazing little cup sweeper. If you've never used it, you are missing out because it's great. So yeah, Aang used Quick Attack. Because of adaptability, all normal type moves are double base power, which in Little Cup is a huge boost. I mean, of course. So Quick Attack is just destroys. I have mine banded, so Quick Attack is one of the most powerful moves you can do with Eevee. If you think you're going to be outsped, which you might be. I know an alternate set is to run a Scarf and then use Return a lot more. But really both work. So I switch out at the sight of that thing. I was hoping he would use a Water type move against me, but there was no such luck. Instead he Thunder Waved on the switch. Then he rested while I Giga Drained first, and then rested. He rested, and I Ancient Powered, thinking it would finish him off, but because he rested, it didn't. And I was also kind of going for the boost there. So as he switched, I Giga Drained on his Munchlax. Afraid of that Munchlax, I switched to Katara, my Frillish, which is actually female. It's showing up male on here, but it's a female. And so he used Curse, and I tried to Will-O-Wisp, but it missed. So he keeps on cursing, and I Will-O-Wisped him just in time, because it nerfed his power just before he could send off that Earthquake. So he's continuing to curse, and I'm surfing him and recovering. So, yep, and then I kill KO. Sorry, not kill, because we don't do that in Pokemon. I KO his Munchlax. But then his Diglett gets my Frillish, so I bring this guy back out, because I know Giga Drain can do a ton of damage against Diglets. So then it's kind of a stall battle. I'm paralyzed, so his Poison Jab has no chance of doing any real damage. Now, I want to point something out here. In that last thing where we were going back between Giga Drain and Ancient Power on the Cacnea and Lileep, he had Berry Juice, as you can see here, which is a banned item in Little Cup. I don't know how that got through. I think there must be a problem with the server's tiers, because Berry Juice is always banned in Little Cup, because most Pokemon in Little Cup have between 20 and 25, maybe, HP. And since Berry Juice fills up, heals 20 every time. It's just so overpowered since it almost always heals it back to full health. It's crazy. So he brings his Chinchu back out, and I Giga Drain, which heals me a little bit, but not as much as I would have liked. So I Ancient Power, which doesn't kill him, but it weakens him enough so I can bring out my Eevee and finish up cleaning it up by a nice quick attack there at the end. So that was actually a pretty dynamic battle, and I wish this thing were a little slower so I could keep up a little more. But otherwise, it's just incredibly slow. So yeah, that's just if you've never done Little Cup before, I really encourage you to try it. It's a lot of fun. It's definitely my favorite tier. And it has a lot of really fun and interesting just dynamics in it that a lot of other tiers just kind of lack, and it's just a new sort of twist on a different tier, on a tier that you might already know, and it just has a lot of fun Pokemon. So yeah, definitely try it, and stop by the HH server, which is Mostly Harmless. We're on Pokemon Online, so yeah, come check it out. Come check out our Little Cup League, check out our main league, our Battle Frontier, and we're getting our Pokemon contest started back up. That's right, you heard me correctly. Contests adapted for Pokemon Online. So if you're interested in any of that, stop on by. We'd be glad to have you. Tell them the Librarian sent you, and I look forward to seeing you around. Bye.